Welcome back to Speakpro Product, your favorite channel to learn English through powerful stories. Today, we're talking about a man you might not recognize, but whose influence is visible in closets around the world. His name is Amancio Ortega, the founder of Zara, one of the most successful fashion brands in history. With a net worth of over $124 billion, Ortega is one of the richest people in the world. But he's not flashy. He doesn't give speeches. He rarely gives interviews. He lets his work and his vision speak for itself. His story is one of poverty, persistence, and purpose. And through his journey, you'll learn real English vocabulary, sentence patterns, and expressions you can repeat and remember. Let's dive in. Amancio Ortega was born in 1936 in a small village in Spain called Bustango de Arbas. His father worked on the railway. His family was poor, and life was difficult. As a child, Amancio quickly learned the value of hard work and humility. When he was 14, he dropped out of school. Why? Because he overheard a shopkeeper telling his mother they couldn't offer credit anymore. His mother was embarrassed. That moment changed his life forever. Let's pause here for vocabulary. Humility, the quality of being humble or modest. Example, Amancio grew up with humility. Credit, buying something and paying later. Example, his family could no longer buy on credit. Drop out, to leave school or college before finishing. Example, he dropped out at age 14. Repeat after me. Amancio Ortega was born in Spain. He came from a humble background. He dropped out of school to help his family. He started working as a shop assistant at a clothing store. There, he watched how customers reacted to fashion, what they liked, what they didn't. More importantly, he noticed something strange. Luxury fashion was too expensive, and most people couldn't afford it. He asked himself, why can't fashion be both beautiful and affordable? He decided to change that. Amancio didn't go to business school. He didn't study fashion formally. But he observed, learned, and worked day and night. He learned to cut fabric, sew shirts, and manage inventory. Let's learn some words. Shop assistant, someone who helps customers in a store. Example, he worked as a shop assistant in a clothing store. Affordable, not too expensive, within reach. Example, he wanted fashion to be affordable. Inventory, the goods available in a shop. Example, he managed the store's inventory himself. Repeat after me. He started at the bottom. He believed fashion should be affordable. He learned by observing and doing. In 1975, he opened his first store in La Coruña, Spain. He called it Zara. His idea was revolutionary. Instead of designing clothes a year in advance, he made fashion quickly, based on what customers wanted right now. If a red jacket was popular, he'd make more in 2 weeks. If something didn't sell, he stopped making it. He built a system of fast production, low prices, and quick feedback from customers. This model is now called fast fashion, and Zara became its king. Some new words. Revolutionary, something that completely changes the way things are done. Example, his fast fashion model was revolutionary. Feedback, information about reactions to a product. Example, he listened to customer feedback. Production, the process of making something. Example, Zara had fast production lines. Repeat after me. Zara changed the fashion world. He responded to customer feedback quickly. His system was fast, simple, and smart. Zara stores expanded fast, from Spain to Europe, then to the world. Amancio created Inditex, a parent company that owns several brands, including Zara, Massimo Dutti, Pull & Bear, Stradivarius, Bershka. Today, Inditex is the largest fashion retailer in the world, with thousands of stores in over 90 countries. But even as his company grew, Ortega stayed out of the spotlight. He wore the same simple clothes every day. He ate lunch in the company cafeteria. He never built a personal brand. Some new vocabulary. Retailer, a business that sells products to consumers. Example, Inditex is the largest fashion retailer in the world. Cafeteria, a dining area, often in a workplace or school. Example, he ate lunch with employees in the cafeteria. Spotlight, public attention or focus. Example, he avoided the spotlight all his life. Repeat after me. Inditex owns many fashion brands. Ortega kept his life simple and private. He focused on business, not fame. Amancio Ortega is now one of the wealthiest people on the planet. But his story is not about luxury. It's about vision, discipline, and doing business with purpose. He once said, "The customer has always driven our decisions." He teaches us that success doesn't require shouting. Sometimes, the quietest people build the loudest legacies. Let's look at more expressions. Discipline, self-control, and consistency in doing work. Example, Ortega built his empire with discipline. Legacy, something you leave behind after you're gone. Example, his legacy is how he changed fashion. Driven, motivated, or controlled by something. Example, he was driven by customer needs. Repeat after me. Discipline leads to success. A strong legacy comes from consistent work. Ortega was driven by purpose, not ego. What can we learn from Amancio Ortega? We learn that humble beginnings can still lead to amazing outcomes. We learn that listening to people is more powerful than trying to impress them. And we learn that focus and simplicity can take you further than loud ambition. Let's repeat. Success begins with small steps. Simple ideas can change the world. Focus on what matters, and results will follow. And now, it's your turn to take action. White heavy checkmark if you learned something today, hit that like button. White heavy checkmark subscribe to Speakpro Product for more real English learning stories. White heavy checkmark share this video with someone who dreams of starting their own business. White heavy checkmark comment below. What small step can you take today toward your big goal? At Speakpro Product, we believe that language is power. And when you learn through stories, that power becomes personal. Thank you for watching. And remember, you don't need to be loud to be great. Just be consistent, be clear, and keep moving forward.